So there's been many rumors over the years about who your father was. But knowing when you were born, I remember the talk and celebration of it. Of the warrior queen that brought the drow together and brought them into the city. And then miraculously the son was born. So yes, I was around from the time of your father. Your mother, I never really got to know her because I was a traveler, so to speak. But I might even be older than your mother.
It set you to be pretty old man.
I still feel that I have many good years left. That is if, you all can save the bubble and maybe get to what you saw.
Okay, well, let's just get down to it. You said you've seen this.
Correct.
So what do you think our chances are of getting outside this bubble and winning this thing? If there's anything to win.
Well, that's the trick.
Let's just get down to it here. Let's stop beating around the bush. I don't know who you are, barely. Seem to know an awful lot about me. What's this? I would like for you to explain this time thing, because you've said 6 months. I have not been gone 6 months.
Well, the thing about the staircase.
Yeah, let's explain that.
The staircase...
This is all very confusing to me, and it's making my blood pressure go up.
Well, the staircase doesn't operate by the material plane's rules.
Okay.
You saw something that very few have actually seen. You stood at the base of the tower.
It's one thing you knew I was in the staircase, but how do you know I was at the base of it?
Well, if you say that you saw it, if you saw it this way...
Okay.
You didn't see it from afar, did you?
No.
You looked up, right?
Yes.
It's like you stood before the great spire going up, and above, you said above you. You didn't say at the horizon or in the distance.
Yeah, it's very confusing. I'm starting to question if I even seen it at all. But, you got this drawing. It's like almost you took it out of my head.
So, but you didn't. But you don't notice any differences from my drawing and your memory. So you can roll history on it if you want, or you know what, investigation, whichever is higher. I think your investigation is that's your highest. So you're investigating the picture.
I have intimidation. I don't have investigation.
It should. It's like you're +8.
Oh, there it is. I thought there was an alphabetical. Okay. I got a 19 on the roll. So.
Okay. So you got 19
+8.
Oh, +8.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty good. So I think you can get. So my question is, you're going to notice few differences. Not much, but a few.
I don't know what they are. Okay.
Well, I want to tell you.
Okay.
The reason why I want to tell you is, do you tell him the differences?
At this point, I might as well.
So, how much of the differences do you want to? Do you want to tell a few, or you just want to say, well, this was different, or this was different? It's like, because I'm.
I mean, are you really here to help? Or are you just picking my brain?
So, my goal is the preservation of this kingdom.
Because I am awful confused about what's going on, and I need answers. So having said that, I will tell him the differences.
All right, so these are the differences you see. In his picture, the world that's on top of the spire was was a little higher. It looks like the spire is tucked down.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in his picture, the broken ring of sigil, the broken ring, there's a ring around it, broken. It had space, a little bit of space, but now it's like the world has crashed down on it, and it's like it's a little bit more broken than his sketch.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's more deteriorated.
Okay.
So you're like, what you can literally point. There's a picture there, so what you like point out, say, well, this is like this
Right.
different. This, luckily there's a picture.
Right.
So you tell him.
Yeah.
He sits and goes. So he sort of mutters to himself. So the home world is still crushing Sigil.
Whatever that is.
He says, I guess you don't know about Sigil.
No, I do not.
Yeah, because you do not know that name.
Mm-hmm.
And he sits forward. He says, Sigil is the center of the multiverse. You know what the multiverse is?
No.
This world is a part of one of many. There were many worlds and many realms that existed across the universe, and our world was at the end of it. It's set protected by Sigil.
Mm-hmm.
And a band of heroes stopped everything from being destroyed by a mad god.
Okay.
So this mad god wanted chaos to reign and destroy everything.
Okay.
And these heroes came together and kept everything from becoming nothing and just being broken beyond repair. One of these heroes, I believe, knew your mother. Very crafty bard. They traveled together, and he was whisked away by this mad, crazy god in its games. And they almost saved everything, but they were slightly too late. But again, we go back to, is it better to save some than nothing? And they did. They did save.
So what you're saying is Thetadolyon, where we live now, is what the part they saved.
Yes. They saved what was left of Thetadolyon, but it was broken, along with the multiverse. And the problem is one of these heroes had something that they could rebuild the multiverse and restore everything.
So why didn't they? They gave this scroll that could rebuild the multiverse to the very villain that destroyed it. They knocked some sense into him. As they should have.
And then he realized his folly in that even though his love for chaos was great, nothing is not chaos. Nothing is nothing.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
And the multiverse is chaos tempered by law inside of it. So one of the heroes again gave him the scroll to recreate what he destroyed.
So where did he go with the scroll?
He tried to use the scroll, but he just became a mortal being. And he he searched for the power to understand and fix the scroll as if something was stopping him. But there were forces at play that stopped him from using the scroll, and he discovered there was a piece that no one knew.
Okay, so let's get down to this now then. How is just mere little people like us is going to fix, he points at the picture, this mess?
That's it.
This don't look like something we can fix.
Well, that's it. It's like, that's what I'm telling you.
That's it.
This scroll could fix everything.
Well, if that Gist dude couldn't use the scroll, what makes you think that we can?
Well, there were those that were stopping him.
Well, are they still around? If they were gods, they're probably still around.
That's the thing. They were gods. But there are other gods, too, that are helping work. I'm not much of a believer of the gods because they use beings as their playthings. They give power. They take power. They do. They do petty things.
But
that scroll, this scroll of sigil, the piece that they didn't know was that scroll had to be read in sigil.
And where's sigil?
The ring that you saw.
How are we able to get to the ring if we're that far from it? See, you're just blowing my mind here, Knight, or whoever you are.
Yeah, so that's the thing. You showed us that the staircase. You showed us that the staircase is still a valid option.
But then you have to find somebody that knows how to navigate the staircase. I've only been through one door, which I guess you know that.
Yes, I do, because I myself traveled the staircase.
Then why don't you go with us? We'll put our minds together.
Well, that's what I'm doing. We're sharing information.
Well,
so
I tell you, Knight, this ain't making me feel all peachy and fuzzy inside. I have agreed to do this, and I will fulfill it. But I don't feel no big success that's coming out of this.
Well,
I have a duty. I will fulfill it.
I have, remember our conversation earlier about, the group before?
Yes.
It's not going to succeed. What if the reason why they don't succeed is because they're doing something else? With the information you told, you let me know that Thetadolyon is destroying sigil. If sigil is destroyed completely and replaced by Thetadolyon, we're not going to be able to fix the multiverse in this way.
Yeah, I'm not into the whole multiverse thing. I need to know what we need to do to get this fixed.
That's what I'm saying.
So what is it that the people that's going out next, what are they? Do they know that they got to do something, or they just do it?
Well, they were going out without direction. Hasn't that bothered you? They're going out to say, you've got to fix the bubble.
It's bothered the crap out of me.
But you verified something that the spire is still there.
Yeah.
So the sigil, while broken and getting broken, is still there. Thetadolyon, where this bubble is supposed to be, is still there. It's broken. If that's fixed, there's no need for the bubble.
Okay.
So while I try to save the bubble,
but that's my whole thing. Do we even need to save the bubble? But what I see, we're doomed.
Well, that's it. It's like we put too much emphasis in the bubble. We are like-minded. It's like does the bubble even need to be there? What we need to do is we got to make sure that there's not a reason for the bubble.
I'm with you on that.
So
screw this bubble crap.
So you and your comrades have helped me to realize that what the previous headmaster didn't do was direction.
Yeah, there's been very little direction here.
So for the first time, I feel that I have a purpose. To save the bubble, we need to actually fix the multiverse, which was the original the doctrine of this school. This whole school was made to fix the multiverse, but they didn't know. So instead of trying to save the bubble, we need to try to find this scroll. But that's not...
Any idea on where the scroll is? Or is this thing hidden? Is it guarded? Is it...
Well, that's the thing. And at this point, he takes his helmet and lifts it up.
Oh, whoa.
And he puts it on the desk. And there's a face that you've not seen before. So he says, "I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sarah."
Oh, dear Jesus.
Now, remember, you don't know.
I know.
It's like, that was my old name.
Sarek. Now, would have ever heard this name?
See,
I would
all
not.
this stuff's lost to...
It's lost in time.
Yeah, it's all lost. So he said that was the name that was given to me when I was an adventurer.
You were an adventurer?
Yes, I traveled with two
But
others.
you said, was you a god? I
wa-
mean, you're old.
I once was a god. But when the gods fell, in my folly, I fell too. And I was given the scroll of sigil.
You were given the scroll.
Well, don't take it like he was directly given. So it's like
Okay.
but the scroll found its way to my hands, and I tried to use it.
And that's what made you mortal.
No, I was already mortal. It's like I lost when the multiverse fell, the gods fell, but I was already turned mortal. So when the gods fell and the new gods that are in place here, it's like I tried to complete and remake the multiverse. But I didn't know where.
So when did you see this? You saw an earlier version than what I saw, apparently.
Yes, I saw it almost 200 years ago. So it wasn't 200 years ago. So I tried to use this scroll, but I did not know at the time that the scroll needed to be used inside sigil.
And sigil is the ring.
The broken ring. It wasn't made to remake the multiverse. It was made to remake sigil, which is the starting point of the multiverse.
Yeah, this is all blowing my mind. Like,
It's like, you may call me Acumen, because that is who I am.
Acumen.
Yeah, Acumen. It's like, I dedicated my life to learn and work to try to get the information I needed, but I was cut off and I was trapped here. I believe I was trapped here on purpose by gods that didn't want this to happen.
And if you don't mind me saying, did they trap you here for a reason?
I believe they discovered that I had the scroll.
And was you trying to use it for bad?
I was trying to remake the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to let the multiverse be itself and remake itself and how it wanted to do.
I got a 9 on insight.
I'm not feeling anything too different, but this dude's old, and of course, you already knew he was strong and powerful. But now you're probably a little bit more leery. Anyway, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just a little nervous. He says, I only wish to correct the mistakes of others.
And then what then? Let's say we can fix all this. What then?
But then we just live. We live without the dread of what's outside the bubble. What is the bubble? Why do we need the bubble? It's like...
And do you know our timetable?
Well...
Does he know our timetable?
It's like, so said the previous headmaster's notes that he was going to give himself of the bubble and strengthen it.
And do you know how long we got?
Well, his notes originally said we had about 2 years, but I don't believe that it is now less than a year and a half.
Because that's what he said. See, that's another thing that's blowing my mind. Is it okay? Well, we go in this staircase. What if we're in there longer than we think we are, and it all goes to crap?
Well, through my time in the staircase, and through my research, I discovered if you don't know the staircase, like the rules of time and dreams and wishes and space, bend and make things weird. But if you know what you're doing, if you know what you want and where you want to go, time passes normal, or at least normal to us. So you and your friends entered the staircase not knowing anything about the staircase, not knowing its rules, not knowing how it worked. Like I said, you came in blind. But now we can go in and not be blind, thanks to you all. You showed that somewhere in the staircase, we could get to Sigil.
So when does this start? Are we done with training? Are we jumping into this? What are we doing? What's the plan? HM?
Well, the plan is as soon as the group comes back from their training, they're going to prepare and they were going to leave the bubble. They're on their way back with their teachers on their last.
So what is it that they're supposed to do to ensure to make it easier for us? I wouldn't say ensure our victory.
Well, that's it. They didn't know. They just said that they're doing their expedition. They didn't have purpose, and we have purpose now.
There's no sending them.
So they are going to go to Sigil.
To prepare?
So they are going to go to Sigil, and if they can get to Sigil, you and your group, when you're ready, can find the scroll that I left outside the bubble. And we have purpose. It's like, it's not just save the bubble. It's like we have purpose and we have reasons, do we not?
But can we survive outside the bubble? That's what...
It's like there's no guarantee in anything outside the bubble.
But you said the scroll's outside the bubble.
It is. Well, I've dedicated my life to make sure to protect this kingdom that was wronged on so many levels, and to protect all kingdoms that are inside this bubble. That's why I've not went back outside to get the scroll. Besides, I believe that if I left this bubble, I would be targeted.
By who?
By the ones that kept me from succeeding before. But they do not know about you, I don't believe, and your group.
Well, you found out all about me awful quick.
Well,
and you're just a human.
Well, a little
Not
bit,
human,
a little special human.
Mm.
So I might look human, but I have a little elf in me, so they say.
Well, looks like it appears that we have the same goal.
You know, if this bubble falls, so does the unborn multiverse. We are going to be the people in this bubble will be parents to new worlds galore. But only if we can succeed. Oh, heck, we're almost like an egg, waiting to hatch across and fill the world with life again. life that is no longer
You
exists.
seem awful giddy in that. There's a lot to do before we get to there.
Everyone has to have dreams.
Oh, I've had my dreams. I also got a lot of doubts.
Well,
Especially what I saw that.
well, the nice thing about being mortal is mortals make dreams come true, and mortals sometimes don't care if it's impossible because they make the impossible possible.
Oh no, I care.
With this information you're given, it's like, I believe there's hope. But I must ask a favor.
And here it comes. Now, what would the HM like for me to do?
I'm going to give you, like, a compass.
Okay.
When you are outside the bubble, this compass will lead you to the scroll.
Assuming that we can survive outside the bubble.
We don't know if you can survive inside the bubble. We don't know what
We're inside the bubble now.
I know, but that's the thing. You don't know. You can walk out this door. How many people have died the last little bit just because the old
Right.
headmaster played games?
Okay, I got you.
It's like,
Calm down. I'm just saying we don't even know if we can make it outside the bubble, but 10-4.
it's like,
Compass. Take me to the scroll. Outside the bubble.
and he puts it on the desk.
Does it look like any other compass?
Yeah, it looks just like a little gold cut. I don't know. You want it to be gold? What do you? It just looks like almost looks like a pocket watch compass. You know, it's like a chain or whatever. A compass.
Okay.
It says the needle will point you in the direction that you need to go.
I'm ready to get it over with, whatever's going to happen.
Be real careful telling those about this compass, because
I should tell no one.
their wants and desires can skew the compass.
I should tell no one then.
It's like, this compass has had my wants and desire to get to the scroll for years.
What happens to the compass once we find the scroll?
It serves no purpose at that point.
Oh, so, okay.
Unless you find new purpose about what you want. It might be able to lead you to Sigil if you feel like you need to go.
I guess that will be the next objective.
You know, you all could go and get the scroll and bring it back here if you're still here, if you can, or get the Sigil.
Yeah.
But I feel that this is faded from what you all saw. That now, again, you can't complete your mission without the first group. So the mission will be the first group will get to Sigil and find out a way. That's my belief. Is that they will find a way.
Marty, you going to show them the staircase?
That's how they're going to get to Sigil. Because all the doors to Sigil are closed, but the staircase is still functional, as you've shown me. So if you could see a door out, then there must be a door somewhere to get to Sigil.
I've heard there's an awful lot of doors in there.
Well, there used to be. Not so much now. Regard your compass well.
No, if it won't leave my side.
So know that, you know, the hopes of millions of unborn rests on this school. It's not just me or you, but it's all of us. in the hopes of Hupshine. We don't even know if anyone in Thetadolyon still left. But I'm going to give you something else to maybe aid you on your journey.
You can use whatever you can give me.
See if you can remember this.
Oh boy.
There is a book that I cannot give. It is a book about something called the Great Wheel. If you and your comrades can get it, it will prove that you are ready to go on your journey outside the bubble.
Do we even know where to start looking for this book? Is it here in the school?
Well, that's the thing. You're looking for a scroll, so see if you all can work together to find this book of the Great Wheel. Maybe that will show you if you're truly ready to go looking for something else that's bigger. Because that book of the Great Wheel will help you in your journeys.
Again, I don't even know where to start. Is it? I'm assuming it's here in Thetadolyon.
Well,
inside the bubble.
It's inside the bubble. It's like use your friends.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for him?
No, I think you've blown my mind enough.
So, have a little faith. Donte's smart. It's not like I don't think that stuff's going to blow his mind too much at this point. So, just you got information you got to process and put together. But for the first time, there's actually a goal other than just getting outside the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the information that you have, is dangerous. He's letting you know that, what you're going after and looking for. If someone knows that the Sarek person has sent it through, you might be in a world of hurt of people trying to stop or interfere. But as far as you care, is this dude's name's Acumen. And he puts his helmet back on.
So, let me wait for my friends to get back, and we'll get together and we'll put us a plan together.
It says, I have one last favor. I know since you are no longer the prince of the Drow, I need you to deliver a letter along with several other students to the Queen herself.
Am I your horse boy now? I mean...
No. I just feel that we're going to need a presence in the Underdark very soon. I'd rather have people there before we need them.
Okay.
So I give this letter to you. It's sealed. It's got the crest of Bahamut on it. And then he gives you a second, and that is from me. And this letter is from the Queen to her. So we'd very much like to appreciate it. Think of this as a lesson for the school, so to get you caught up.
Okay.
So be careful. There are paladins of the Seven in the Underdark. But I think that you may already know that.
Yeah, I'm a little weary of paladins right now.
Yes.
I'm a little weary of a lot of people.
They have
I'm weary of people just in general.
So
That's my nature.
Understandable. So I was that way too.
We got a good team here, and I trust them.
All right. Well, from a side door, two paladins walk in, and he says, "I've collected a couple of students to go with you. we have a way into the Underdark that will escort you.
Okay.
But he goes, you know the way to the kingdom. Do you want the paladins of of knowledge, the old headmaster's paladins, to accompany you, or would you rather do it yourself?
How well do I know this path? I mean,
you know how to get all over. They're going to get you to the entrance of the Underdark, and then do you want to go yourself, or do you want paladins to go with you, or just you and the students?
Just me and the students.
Okay.
Because they don't trust the paladins either.
But these are not the other paladins.
Right, but they're paladins.
Yeah, so they're paladins.
No, just us.
Okay. He says we will escort you to the entrance of the Underdark.
Alrighty.
And with that, Donte gathers his stuff. You have all your equipment and everything that you need. You've been given the 2 letters. Again, with the warning that the knights of the 7, the paladins of the 7, are operating in the Underdark. Apparently, they've been down there a lot because that's where their cathedral is. So that's what no one has seen them a lot because they've actually been doing stuff down in the Underdark.
Mm.
So with that, we'll see if you can get your letter. You can get the letters to your Queen Mother